Between our job security, our children, and our money, there's no shortage of things to worry about. But a lot of people, especially women, are caught up in something we're calling the worry rut.
And all that fixating on things you can't control is not good for your health. The Fox Medical Team's Beth Galvin is here with some advice on how to break out of the worry mode. Beth?
And Buck and Gravere, sometimes worry is a good thing because it can be your intuition telling you to look deeper into something. But if worry's left unchecked, it is like a broken record and it just wears us out. Stress expert Kathleen Hall says there are some simple ways that you can break out of the worry rut.
For a lot of us, worrying is like a sickness we can't shake. What if something bad happens to someone we love? What if we can't pay the bills? What if we lose our job? Or the doctor says it's cancer?
If you're a worrier, you're going to drive people away. People don't want to be around unhappy people.
And stress expert Dr. Kathleen Hall says the more we worry, the more it festers.
It starts as a little seed, and it's like taking a watering can, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And I wish, my wish for people is to realize that this is a real problem and a real challenge.
But Dr. Hall says a few simple steps can help you get control of your worrying. First, write your worries down.
And literally start writing down. I'm worried about my husband leaving me. Is he having an affair? Are our finances going to last? I don't have any money to buy my child a new computer. I don't care what you're worried about. Start writing it down.
Next, put them in a worry box to look at later.
If you take it from this airy-fairy and put it into something that's written down in solid, we see that people go, oh my gosh, I can't believe that 20 times a day or 100 times a day that I actually think about that.
Telling a friend about your fears can also help you get some perspective. And Dr. Hall says the next time you catch yourself worrying, stop and think of something you're grateful for.
It's impossible to worry and be grateful at the same time. So when you're worrying about your child riding the bicycle to school and the boogeyman's going to get him, go, and I am so grateful that we live in a neighborhood where we have a local school like this. And I am so grateful to have a child.
And if you spend all your time worrying about the bad stuff that could be just around the corner, it's hard to appreciate the good stuff that's right in front of you.
What you don't realize is you're living the greatest show on earth right now. You have a child, a husband, a job you love, and it's like being in the audience at the greatest show on earth with blinders on and earphones on.
And Dr. Hall says worry hooks us into the past or it hooks us into the future, so we're never actually in that present moment to enjoy it. She says our brains process about 60,000 thoughts a day, and a lot of us just are not aware, Buck and Gavir, of how many of those thoughts are worries that are kind of below the surface constantly.
Yeah. I could relate to all of that. She was saying it's so true. Beth, how do you know if you're worrying too much?
Well, I think what you want to do is you want to try to make your worries as tangible as you can. And that's why, that's how you really make them real to you. That's why Dr. Hall says write them down. When you do, then you're able to get a bigger picture of, wow, I really am thinking about my parents too much. I really am worrying about my kids too much. And it's critical because you need to see it for yourself to realize how much it's impacting you.
How about having a plan to do something about your worries? Does that help you feel maybe more in control?
I think that's a huge step to feeling more in control because, if you're concerned about your money and you really can't control the markets and what they're doing right now, what you can control is what you're spending and what you're saving, and maybe you cut back a little bit. Or if you're worried about your family risk of breast cancer, what you can control is getting your regular mammograms, doing your breast self-checks, things like that, learning about your own genetic risk. The little things can help you control the bigger picture or feel more in control.
Yeah, I loved what Dr. Hall had to say about how when you replace those worry thoughts with grateful thoughts, it makes all the difference in the world.
It does, and if you think about it, you guys try this. Think of something that you're worried about.
Okay.
And then immediately think of the thing you're most grateful about.
Right.
And it is like that gratitude just pushes the worry to the side, and all of a sudden, it's gone. The two can't coexist. And I love that.
I love that too. I'm going to try it today.
Yes, I'm going to try it too.
Beth, thank you. Appreciate it.